What's going on? It's Mike from 424recording.com, and in today's video, I'm showing off some drum samples I made for my Digitakt with my Tascam 414 Mark II cassette recorder.
Try to rock it in the basement of the crowd.
Alright, so I got my Digitakt set up, I got my Quadra through, and I have my Minotaur. Down here off camera I have my mini log also hooked up to channel 2 of my MIDI through, so you'll probably be hearing some sounds from that as well. So the first thing I did was I took some drum samples off of the DM1 drum app, and I simply ran them through this 4-track. And I just went line in, adjusted the volume, so I got a little bit of saturation, a little bit of distortion. Just not too much. I mean, you could do it however you want and get as much as you want on here, but basically I just ran my samples into this machine to get a little cassette flavor, and I'm going to play you the kit that I made and some stuff I've been working on and show you guys what I've been doing with the Digitakt. But yeah, it's a pretty cool way to get a cassette sound to your drum samples. Just get a simple 4-track like this. And if you want me to do a video on, you know, a more in-depth tutorial on how to do it, it's very simple, but I can surely do that. All right, so this is the drum kit I have. It's mixed a little bit at the moment, so let's check it out. It's just MXR drum samples, and it's pretty cool. Let me play through the samples. I have it on mute mode right now. I'm still getting used to this machine, so bear with me if I'm a little slow at it. So yeah, I just took the samples from that cassette deck, sampled them into my Digitakt, and then I assigned them to tracks. And I also have some other stuff going on here too, which I'll play through. It's kick, snare, tom sound. Clap is pretty low because I have it mixed in my song. I can boost that up though for a second. I think it was at 40. Something like that. I can adjust it later. Cowbell, hi-hat, open hi-hat, and this is actually not from the kit, but that's something I'll show you later. But I do have the cymbal sounds and stuff. I'll make the drum pack available somewhere for free download so you guys can check it out, and if you have a Digitakt you can dump the sounds onto it, or you could just use them in your DAW or whatever. So my gift to you for watching this video. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is something you're interested in. I know a lot of you guys already are, but yeah, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, so those are the drum kit sounds. I have that pretty low, so it's hard to monitor it. But anyway, let me show you what I got rolling here. So yeah, what's cool is you can line up your samples in this grid. Basically these 8 tracks. They have them labeled here, but you can put whatever samples you want or anywhere. All right, let's go back to mute mode and play. So this is the drum beat I have. And I added those claps to give it a little bit, to mix it up a little bit. And I also have my Minotaur running here, so I'll show you the bass line I got. I love this thing. You know, a lot of people say it doesn't have much use, but or it's, you know, it's a mono synth, but I really like having a dedicated bass synth. I'm also new to the synth game, so it helps me out. It makes sense. This is a really cool synth if you're getting started, because you can just see everything and understand how things work, and you know, dial in the sound that you want, and you got the oscillators, and you can change between the sawtooth and square wave, so that's cool. But anyway, I don't know as much about that. But yeah, so that's my main track with the samples. And then I've got the mini log track. Oh, I have this guitar track, so let me mute that. This is kind of what I came up with originally. What's really cool is that I just literally played my Silvertone input into the input and then sampled this I literally just sampled my guitar into here, and it's cool because this has onboard different types of, oh wait, I gotta go to the track. So, you know, this has the EQ here, you can bump it up. I have a high pass filter on to get rid of some of the low end, and then it also has overdrive, which I bumped up. I added some reverb and some delay, which is really cool. You can dial all those in by, you know, I think I just left pretty much what they had, but yeah, this machine is really cool. But so it's cool because I'm kind of mixing my old school type stuff with this new machine, and I'm really digging the workflow of this. But yeah, that's my guitar part, and like I said, I just played it direct in, and this thing is really a sampler and a drum machine, so it's really cool in that sense. I actually don't have any samples on here for right now, but we'll put them back on. All right, so this is my whole song. MIDI B, or track 10, is my mini log, which is just out of the focus, or just out of the, and then what's really cool about this machine is, well, I'll let this play for a second so you get a little vibe of it, but, you know, you can adjust so many different parameters. You can adjust each track, you can mess around with all different sounds. You can do like track, page, you can adjust the entire track parameters, so like you can add bit reduction to the whole track. It's really nasty. Yeah, you can reverse it. Well, the MIDI tracks don't get reversed, but the samples and stuff. Another thing I figured out, which is really cool about this is something I would have never figured out, but I also think this is cool because you can obviously do reverse, and you know, I used to mess around a little bit, which is some videos I gotta do soon on reversing stuff with the cassette 4-track. But this has a lot of similar features. I don't know if maybe it's just the workflow, because I've always used the 4 tracks in the past. And, I mean, I've used DAWs too, but you can do a lot of the same stuff with this, which is interesting. Or maybe I'm just finding out I can do a lot of the same stuff because that's the way my brain works. But so yeah, we'll put it forward again. But yeah, so another thing that's really cool about this is you can tune samples up and down, or tune up the whole track. So 2 things I figured out, which I probably would have never figured out if I didn't have this machine with this song. So let me go back to this mode. Check out this is my guitar sample. So if I tune this down, I figured out if I tune it down to, I think 12.5. It's got a really cool, almost sounds like a bass now. It's almost like it's got a good groove to it, and that could become like a whole different song. So what you can do is then, if you come up with something like this, which is something I already did, you just function copy it, and then select a new pattern, and then you can paste everything that you changed onto a new pattern. So you don't lose what you have on your first pattern, because I don't want to lose this. But yeah, so I mean, this could be a whole nother song, which I'm going to work on. You know, it's got a cool, I don't know, it just has a cool vibe, a cool flow. You know, I mean, you could do stuff like, I mean, you could rearrange this whole track now. If you go here, oops, I don't know what I just did there, I've never seen that. Something like that, I don't know. It's not something I would have figured out otherwise, I don't think. Which is really cool that you can do that. Alright, so let me get this back to our original state here. Sorry if I'm a little slow with this. I'm still getting used to it. Alright, I gotta move the track back. So yeah, you can just tune it back. I mean, that's really, really cool. Really, really cool. I'm really having fun with this Digitakt. Alright, let's check out another pattern I came up with. I'll show you how I came up with that too. But yeah, these cassette samples, I'm going to definitely make some more kits and stuff because it's really cool integrating my 4-track and that kind of deal with this newer technology. You know? And I feel like that's always a cool thing to do. Give your samples a little bit of cassette flavor. And you can go as crazy as you want. I made a few different types. These are more just to give it a little bit of flavor, nothing too saturated. But you can go pretty nuts with the 4-track and this sort of stuff as we've been showing. And Jay and I are making that pedal, you know, so we should do that too. Make some samples with the pedal. That would be cool. There's a drum machine video coming up actually with the Tascam. Alright, but let me show you one more thing, which is really cool. So, I'm going to mute these two. Back to this one. So now, one of the cool things you can do is, like I was saying before, hold track parameter. You hold this down and then adjust the tune knob, like it's going to pitch up the entire recording. And then you can, like the bass though, will stay, oops, I don't even know what I just did there. The bass will stay in time with the old tuning, so check it out now. Whoops, my bad, I'm fucking up. So now the bass will stay, so check it out, the bass will stay in the same tuning. So to me, I mean, this could be like a breakdown, this could be the intro, this could be the chorus. You know, you can do all sorts of different stuff and have all sorts of different ideas. And let me show you real quick how the patterns work. So I'll bring this back. Which, that's super cool too. Stuff on here. The track parameter, you know, the global parameters like that is really cool. Especially for if you're performing it, or, you know, I'm eventually going to be recording this to my 4-track, so now I'm pretty much back to square one. I just gotta unmute so now I have a couple of different patterns saved here. I'll just run through. And like I was saying, well, these two are different songs. But, so this is the pitched up one. I don't have the mini log recorded because I just want to have this as like a different part I can switch to. 2, 1, 2, bring that shit in. You know, you can go back to the other one. But yeah, so if you're doing some live, I think you can chain these together. Or, you know, I mean, I'm pretty much, I don't know how much live playing I'll do, but it's just cool you can compose, you know. It's really cool, you know, it's basically the guitar parts pitched up a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, bring that shit in. Yeah. Really cool. And then I think I have that other one on here. So I'm gonna need some stuff. Let's go to 5 now. Yeah, I gotta mute these two guys. Like I was saying, this is just like a different song. You know, this is with the guitar part tuned down. Which, I mean, honestly, this tune reminds me a lot of the pitch control on these guys. Very similar, I feel like, to that, which, I mean, it has much more range than that, but it's funny how, I don't know if it's just the way my brain works, because I've been using these for a long time, the 4 tracks, but I find a lot of congruencies or, you know, parallels between these two machines, which is really fun. And I'm learning MIDI too. I got my quadra through. It's fun. Shout out to Cuckoo, actually. I was watching some of his videos on the Digitakt. Really helpful stuff if you need some tutorials on how to use this thing. But he recommends getting this to do like your different synths and stuff. Because I've never been able to hook up. I mean, you can only really hook up one, I think, with this, unless you have like outs, but this only has a MIDI in. I won't get into that. But yeah, so that's a quick tutorial, or just a quick show of what I got going on. I'm actually gonna go back to my other pattern and just record that for the intro or something. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. It's 4-Track Friday over here on the channel, so I figured that's a good segue into some of this electronic stuff I've been doing, and utilizing the 4-track to, you know, make some drum samples. So I'll put these up somewhere so you guys can download them. Just check the description if you want the download of the samples that I made. They'll be on the Bandcamp or something. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope it gives you an idea of the workflow I've been using with my Digitakt, gives you an idea of how to make some drum samples on your own. And if you want to download that drum kit for your Digitakt or just for your DAW or for your cassette recorder, check out 424recording.bandcamp.com. I'll leave a pack up there for free download. And if you want to donate some cash flow, some cheddar, that's cool too. You can do that through that, or, you know, it's a free download. So hit me up either way. Let me know how things work out for you. If you make something cool with it, hit me up. 424recording@gmail.com. This is Mike from 424recording.com. Godspeed, my friend. Let me know how those cassette drum samples work out for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd. Peace.